Hi, everybody. David here from Tarot Avenue, and I just wanted to show you quickly a really nifty little tarot spread that can help you if you need to make a decision. Now, this is one that I've been using recently because I was looking at buying a property and there were so many different options, and oh my goodness, it was getting very confusing. Now, I always say tarot is there as your guide, so with something as serious as buying a property, I'm not going to completely, rely on the tarot to make that decision for me. However, I have to say, through that whole process, there were a lot of ups and downs. It was a roller coaster. The tarot was very helpful, but very accurate. There were times where I thought, no, this is the one, it's going to happen, it's great. And the tarot was saying, it's not going to happen. I'm like, it's surely going to happen. And sure enough, it all fell through. So quite a few times actually, it was almost getting quite comical the way it was all happening. But we got there in the end, which is good news. So this spread, very simple. I will talk you through a demonstration and show you how to use this as well. I'll use a hypothetical example. But if we have a look at the spread, you'll see that it's really a spread if you're stuck between two different options. It can show you what you need to, the pros and cons of each option, and then the little decision or the advice rather than the decision. So a bit of advice for you there. So just on the left hand side, we have choice A, and we have the pros and the cons. On the right hand side, we have choice B, and we have the pros and the cons. And then up the top, we have the advice card. So as I say, it just gives you a bit of flavour. It's not going to tell you exactly what you need to do, but it gives you a bit of a flavour as to what you face in each of those choices. So the way that I did this hypothetical, I just wanted to do it as if somebody had two job offers and had to decide between the two job offers. So I pulled the choices there, and let's have a look at that, and we'll see what came up. So you'll see on the left, choice A, so that would be for job offer one. The pros is the Empress reversed, and then the cons is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Now, the Empress reversed, what this has shown me in a pro position, I think the Empress is, a great card. If this were upright, I would be like, yes, this is the one, do it, go. But because the Empress for me, especially in a job kind of position, career position, it's showing that somebody who's completely in their flow, they're in their element, they know what they're doing the right things. When somebody's just in the lane and things are just happening. You must have experienced it in your life where you just think, wow, everything's going great, That's what I feel when you channel that Empress energy. Very feminine, but very kind of free flowing, and everything's just going in the right direction. Now, with it being reversed, it's not, for me, reversals are not like the opposite. It's not saying it's not going to be great. When I see the reversal there, this is showing me in this position that there's potential for you to get to that place, but I think it won't happen straight away. So it might be a little bit kind of unrealized potential. But the pro is it's probably taking you closer to that Empress type energy than you are at the moment. But it's a sense of just not quite getting to where you want to be. So it's a pro that I think things are improving, but I don't think it's necessarily going to be the dream job. Certainly not straight away. But again, I said it does show potential, so it shows that you could get to that position with a little bit of work, and that's something that we could dig into further. It's like, well, what do I need to do to get that card up right? What would I need to do to make this position the dream job? So there's different ways that you can dig in with the tarot as well. And then when we look at the cons, we get the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Now, Seven of Pentacles upright would all be about patience, and it's about, and especially in a career, when we think of the Pentacles, they are about career, money, finances, all those kind of things. We think about that growing, and it can be about just taking patience as well. It's like the garden has not kind of fully blossomed yet. You're not ready just to reap the rewards from all that hard work. With it being reversed, it's shown to me the con might be that you, in this position, you potentially have to take a bit of a step back financially. If we're on the Seven of Pentacles, maybe it's just a case that you just have to kind of If you look at those pentacles, kind of they could be falling off the tree, falling off the vines, if you like, because it is reversed. So there might be a bit of a financial implication of taking this job. But again, overall, I feel like in this choice A, there's a chance for things to be really good, but it's going to take some time. The overall sense I get is patience. I sense potential, but patience and hard work is going to be what's going to take you there. So then let's have a look at the next choice. And this is interesting as well because we get the Wheel of Fortune reversed and then the Hermit for the con position. So again, quite similar to the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune is showing me there's good potential here. I always feel the Wheel of Fortune is about delivering good news. You know, it's good karma heading your way, good luck, good karma, good news, any of those things coming your way. Now, with it being reversed, I feel like there's a bit of a delay in that as well. So there's a sense that, again, it might take a little bit longer to get to where you want to be and where you need to be, but it is coming. So again, it's like this is not a bad choice. You know, in choice A and choice B, they're not. Neither of them are bad choices. It's just dependent. It just depends on what you want and what you're looking for at this stage. So yes, I feel with that reversed, it's like there's an awful lot going on in this card, and I feel like the wheel is spinning and wants to deliver that good news. But I look at the Hermit there, it's in the con position. Now, the Hermit for me is about going internal. It can be about feeling a bit isolated. So in that card, it could be that you're feeling in this new job, you could feel a bit isolated and out on your own. But it often shows up for me when there are lessons to be learned as well. So I think there's a bit more work to be done, a bit more to be learned. It could take you on a bit of a journey, this job, but maybe it's a journey that you don't particularly want to go on. You know, maybe it's kind of exposing things that you don't necessarily want to know about yourself or others. But there's that sense of, you know, when I look at these two cards together, it's like to get that wheel turned upright. You're going to have to go through this Hermit experience, but with it showing up in a con position, I just wonder if you are ready to go through that experience and ready to do the work. So I'm looking at overall, I'm thinking, well, which one am I drawn to the most? I think they are both good options. I don't think there's a bad option here. I don't think either of them are great. So if it were me, I would potentially be looking for a third option. But I feel like choice A is the stronger. There's more potential with that. It's brighter. I feel like there's a chance of growth there. Whereas I feel choice B is a bit more, I'd be going a bit more into myself, and it's just a little bit more murky than choice A. But, you know, we have got two major arcana cards there in choice B, which can be a good thing, but can be a bad thing as well. And then we'll look at the advice card, and we get the Four of Swords reversed. What this is saying to me, Four of Swords traditionally would be about taking time out, you know, allowing yourself that space, taking a rest, take time to kind of meditate on this whole situation to make sure that you know that you're making the right choice. However, it's reversed, and it's saying to me, it's time for action. You've pondered long enough on these choices, so it doesn't really matter which one you take, but you need to take action. There's a danger if you just stay still that you'll get stuck here and that you won't ever move anywhere. And there's a real sense of that this person could almost be paralyzed by fear because he's scared to sit up because those swords it's a bit threatening, and you know, it can get very comfortable in that kind of four, in that safe space. We can get too comfortable. So this is saying change needs to happen, but is it choice A? Is it choice B? Well, that's very much up to the individual, you know, so I wouldn't say one is necessarily better than the other because it does depend on the circumstances. But the big advice coming through is you need to make a decision, you need to make it quickly, and you need to just take action because you'll work it out no matter which choice you take. I always say it's not really about what happens to us, it's about how we react to those situations. So you've got the chance to make the most of any one of these jobs. So there you have it. That is the decision-making spread. I hope that is useful for you. Don't forget to head over to tarotavenue.com tarotcast.com/decision, and you will see all the instructions there. There's also loads of other tarot spreads there. There's loads of downloads, there's courses, there's all sorts of stuff and tarot goodness for me to share with you. So my pleasure to have you here. I would see you very soon. Bye.